Many Kenyan soldiers have entered the shopping centre in what appears to be a final effort to end the siege. They're locked in a standoff with the gunmen. Occasional bursts of gunfire can be heard coming from the three-storey building. Relatives of the missing have come in search of news of their loved ones. The Kenyan government says some hostages are still being held, which makes any move by the security forces extremely risky. Scores of people have already died and hundreds have been injured. The victims are from a variety of countries. The government says it's doing all it can to rescue those inside, and at one point said the gunmen had been pinned down.
A good number of the attackers are still also in the building. We've been able to fairly isolate them.
Have you spoken to
but we are saying that the attackers range between 10 and 15 people.
There's a lot of activity here at the community centre. We're about 200 metres away from the shopping centre, which is just down the road here. Some of the injured have been brought here. There's a number of ambulances over there. But what's not clear is what exactly is going on inside the shopping centre now. We don't know exactly how many civilians, how many people are trapped in there who can't get out, and how many are possibly still being held by the gunmen. When the gunmen struck on Saturday at around noon, there was pandemonium. The building was packed with shoppers and families sitting down to lunch when witnesses say men in black with assault rifles walked into the mall through at least 2 entrances. Some Muslims were set free before the gunmen started shooting people and throwing grenades.
The security guard who was just lying next to where I was shot in the head. He died instantly. I saw that actually. Then he shot at me. Unfortunately, the bullet actually, if you look here actually, there was a graze. There was a grazier.
A Somali Islamist militant group al-Shabab says it carried out the attack as retribution for Kenya sending thousands of troops to Somalia to support the government there. Hospitals across the Kenyan capital have been working flat out during this crisis. Ambulances have been rushing the injured to get help, whilst bodies continue to be driven to the city's morgues. The security forces are still surrounding the shopping centre more than 24 hours after the gunmen struck. The full scale of this horrific attack will not be known until the building has been completely secured. Will Ross, BBC News, Nairobi.